Howdy folks, welcome to episode 31. Today we're going to take this thing and our flat cars all the way back. I think we're going to have to go pretty much all the way across the map, so it's going to take a bit. But yeah, we're going to have to do some traveling here. And let's see, we're going to need to go across. We're going to come up here and then we're going to come back this way. And then that way is fine, and that way is fine. Okay, cool. And these are the stock cars. Yeah, those are our box cars. So we can leave those there for now. So what we're gonna do is I did whatchamacallit, I loaded up the fuel. I fueled it up. So this is the word I was looking for. Get this moving. There we go. A little bit of volume I can hear. So they added another post and said that they're planning on going. They're going to try to go full version or release or whatever, leave early access, like this fall, which seems kind of odd to me, but it seems a little early. But we'll see how far they get by fall. Because the thing is, I think the biggest thing is, I'm going to be really surprised if they can get the the multiplayer working well. Because the multiplayer is really challenging, and I think that's just built into the engine. I don't think that's something that has anything to do with their code. I think they're going to have to basically bring somebody in to write network code specifically to get this thing to do any better than it does, you know? So, and I don't know. I don't know if they're willing to do that, if they're willing to pay somebody for that or what. But, yeah, that's my guess. I could totally be wrong on that. And it's possible I am. That's fine. Not a big deal. But yeah, it doesn't seem like that's really going to happen. But I'm really hoping they'll do that, and because the popcorning and stuff like that, people are going to find that it's not a big deal to me personally. But I like the idea behind this game, and I hope it succeeds. And I don't think it's going to stand much of a chance if they never get the multiplayer aspect to work well. If people are still like popcorning and rubber banding and all that, if it plays like a 1990s dial-up, when you're on a 56K, the irony of that is that, speaking of, the irony of that is that for network gaming, 56K was crap. 14.4 was way better. The V32 protocol was like not laggy. There wasn't latency. The latency was really low on a 14.4 connection versus the 28.8 and the 56K, because they put in a bunch of they didn't care about latency. They cared about being able to compress all the data before sending it through the line, so they could get that extra bandwidth. But yeah, it turned out, because we used to play on a thing called Game Connection, and it was a dial-up. It wasn't internet, it was a dial-up BBS, and you could have 4 players connected to each other with 14.4 modems, and it was like Doom 2 was frame locked, meaning every player was on the same frame, and every player had to complete that frame before the next frame was rendered, kind of thing. So if one player's computer slowed down or whatever, or didn't communicate, the whole thing froze, which very, very rarely ever happened. But yeah, that's how much faster it was. It's pretty cool. I can't imagine doing that today, with the ridiculous ping times you can get across the internet sometimes. Anyway, totally off topic, which is par for the course here. Alright, we're speeding up. We need to give a little break here. See if that does it. Let's check our map and make sure that we're not going to go flying into the wrong switch. Okay. We're not going flying into the wrong switch. Okay, we're good there. We're good there. Okay. Alright. We're going to go like that. Bring the brakes down a little bit. And let this... There we go. That's perfect. We'll let this speed up. So apparently the trick to this is not using switches, but a roundhouse or whatever it's called, the Batman spinny thing. The Batmobile, you know, the thing they use to spin the Batmobile around, the turntable. That's the word, turntable. The thing they use to spin records, you know. All the kids are like, "What's a record?" Okay. Anyway, let's get this back up here. So what we need to do is we need to get the steel rails up to there, up to the smelter. There we go. And so we're going to use this to do that. And we're going to back into the smelter, I think. I guess the other train probably could go past the smelter or whatever, or get out of the way. Okay, so we're going to flip that one, and then we're going to go up the hill. Let's see where we got our switches here. See, the question is, we're going to come up here, right? And then we need to come up here and pick up our stuff. We could just leave this here then. We don't actually need to, because our output is going to be on that side. And we did run out of coal there. But yeah, we got 22 of those. So I think we're good. Because we have how many cars here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we're going to end up with one extra car that's not full, but that's fine. So there we go. Alright, we'll head through town. So yeah, we're going to take those up to the ironworks. And you know what we also need is we need the logging cars up here. Where are the logging... Oh, the logging cars are way down at the other end, aren't they? We should probably get those onto here before we take off, don't you think? Because otherwise we got to come all the way back to get the logging cars, which means we got to make this trip twice. So I think we're going to do that. We're going to get this out of the way, and we're going to stop this on the hill right here. There we go. And this thing is getting really low on water too. So our logging cars... No, that's the oil thing. Our logging cars are going to be up here. Yeah, those are our log flats. Because those are the ones we need. Do we have Betsy down here? I thought we had Betsy down here somewhere. Is Betsy all the way at the other end of the thing? I think she is. Uh-oh. Let's see. Let's see, where is Betsy up here? No. Not down here. There's Betsy. Okay. So yeah, let's go like this. We're going to jump out here. And we're going to take... Whoops. We're going to go re-rail. And we're going to take Betsy all the way down to the whatchamacallit. Oh, that's not that way, it's this way. There we go. We're going to take Betsy down to the logging cars and bring the logging cars back up. Because we need those, and we may or may not be able to bring all of them. How many steel things? Now I'm going to remember not to... Let's see, do we want Betsy? We want Betsy on this end. There we go. There we are. Okay. Whoops. Because if we had Betsy on the other end, then and we find we can't make it up the hill, we're kind of in trouble. Did I only go to 60? Okay. All right. So, is that open? I can't tell if it's open or not. It looks like it's open. All right. It won't let me do anything else click-wise. So, let's go like this. And we're going to go reverser. There we go. There we are. Okay, so let's try forward. Okay, we're good. All right, cool. So we're going to hit the brakes here. And then we're going to make sure we have all of our brakes turned off on these. Those are 0. It may just be the very last car or the last two. 0. There we go. Okay. And then our switches. Let's see what our switches look like. We want to go like this. And then we're going to... Yeah, we'll just come back up that way. And then this one is fine. Okay. And then our other switches over here. That one's going to be that way and that way. Okay. Cool. All right, so let's do this. We'll bring Betsy back. I had to let Betsy heat up anyway. There we go. All right. And reverser. There we go. What's Betsy's temperature now? Okay. The water's heating up. See, our boiler pressure is going down here. Oh, because it's Fahrenheit. Yeah, duh. It's not boiling yet. It's 212. You all know that. All the metric people. You all know that. All right. So, let's go past the switch. There we go. All right. And there. Now we're good. Cool. And we should be able to bring up our cars. And then we can just hook those to the back so that we can bring those all the way up to the smelter thingy. Oh man, I forgot. Betsy is a little slow. Because Betsy's a quarter. Betsy's not intended for high-speed long distance operations. Okay, so this up here, yeah, we don't have any cars up here. Okay, I was just wondering if we had other log cars up there. It almost seems like we should, or like we have them somewhere, but no, we don't. Okay. All right, cool. When I come back to the map, does it put me? Yeah, it does put me back where I was. Okay, cool. That works. We're almost at 20. We're not going to be able to maintain that for very long, but yeah. Because I think Betsy's going to have some difficulty when we start going up. Yeah. So I thought. Let's see what we got. Please tell me Betsy can actually make it up the whole hill. Need another task, we can just put this on autopilot or whatever, right? That would be cool. They, you know, they make a railroad and they just have the handle or whatever, and then there's like a thing that you put on the track underneath or whatever that when the train comes by, it flips us. There's just an arm sticking up, and on the bottom of the train, as it comes by, it hits this thing that, you know, it comes by and it hits a lever that turns off the thing and turns on the brake or whatever and makes the train stop once it gets there. So they could do like unattended, you know. Yeah, because that totally wouldn't get robbed, right? Nobody would rob that train. The unattended train. See if we can get any additional speed out of this. It almost feels like it's going even slower. Yeah. It's not getting us anywhere. Okay. It's fine. There's a spot where we're basically done with the hill. And then we'll be there. Yeah, I think that's right up here. I think this is where the uphill ends. I think it's pretty level after this spot here. See, we're going up. Let's see. No, I guess it is still going up, isn't it? Okay. You can tell when you do this because then it's going across the screen. You know, your camera's auto-leveled. It's getting lower and lower. Let's see if we can get a little bit of speed out of this. Nope. Okay. This is worth a try. We're almost there. Almost there. So then, yeah, see, we got a little bit, and then we hit the level stuff. Those are the tankers. Those are the cordwood cars. Those are the water tank. Is Betsy going to make it up the hill? Wow. It gets even worse, huh? We're not running out of boiler pressure or anything. We still have fuel and stuff. Huh. Yeah, we might have to... Man. We might have to double this. It looks like that's the spot where we're done up the hill. Okay, so we're going to hit the brakes. Here. Whoops. Let's do this. Hit the brakes. And then we're going to go like this. And this. And we're going to try pulling these three. So, there we go. See if we pull away. Oh, we still have the brakes on. So, let's do this. Turn the brakes off. There we go. Yeah, we're going to have to double the hill apparently. Or bring up another engine. Something like that. You know what we got to do is we got to put in our little siding over here. That's what we need to do. We need to put a siding so we can drop those things off. Yep. So when we get up here, we're going to put in another switch over here and we're going to make a siding. Because this needs to go up there anyway. We need to put in our wheat farm bypass. Well, I guess we know what we're going to be doing for episode 31. The remainder of episode 31. But at least we'll get some building in. I'm really tempted to trade out Betsy for a different engine, but this is the fun of doing quarters, right? Because that's going to be up here. I'm almost thinking that we need that switch needs to be earlier on too. It needs to be like up here instead, because this is really going to be sharp, I think. Yeah, it almost seems like it needs to be up here, but then where's the break in the track, right? Okay, we're going to figure that out. Let's go like this. Let's see if we can find the break in the track here, where it is, so that we can, here. I don't think we're past it. Maybe this would go, let's see if this will work. So we're going to come back here. We're going to do this 3-foot rail, and we're going to start here. We're going to go to here, and then we're going to link, and then we're going to go like this. Is it going to let us? Yeah, see, it's, I don't think it will. Let's see what it does there. Oh, yeah, it will go. Okay, cool. All right, because it's a yard anyway. You know what I mean? We're going to an industry. You shouldn't be blasting through there at whatever ridiculous speed anyway. So that's fine. All right, and then we're going to do that, and then we're going to go like this. We're going to do a switch right, and then this one's going to go back toward the here, toward the thing. So we want it to come out about here somewhere. So let's see if we can get a break in the track here somewhere. It looks like there's one down here. Here, let's go like this. Demolish rails, this one. Yeah, see, that's perfect. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to add a switch to the right. And then we're going to do this like that. And then we'll get rid of these. Is that a little baby tree? Yeah, it is. Definitely need to get rid of that. And then let's see where our track is going to go here. So we're going to go like this and bring this out to here. See, that'll work. Okay, cool. And then we just need to add this other piece back in. And I don't know, we'll see if this will go, because we have to fly back either way. So we'll see if this is going to let us put this. Is it going to let us? Is it gonna give us a angle for that? Nope. Okay. So we're gonna do the second one, and we'll try to get this to go. There we go. Where's the green? There it is. Okay, cool. All right, I think we are good. So we're gonna go like that. That's fine. And then we're gonna go back to the train. We're going to flip this switch too before we do that. Where'd it go? There we go. Okay, so that's going to bring us off to the siding. Re-rail. We get to go at night here, apparently. And our vehicle, I think Betsy's thing is already on. Betsy's headlight. I almost tried to hit F twice instead of V. That could have been fun. Okay. I mean, at least we don't have to worry about going beyond yard speeds, right? Okay, so we're going to bring these cars up. There we go. We'll bring these up almost to the end. Here, let's go like that. We're gonna go off into the grass. I gotta go turn those off because they're not being of any use to me right now. They just kind of get in the way, especially like right now where it's dark and I can't see anything. But I mean, it's kind of a you've been playing for 15 minutes reminder. You know, there's that. I don't know if this is on a slope or not. Let's see. It doesn't look like it is. Okay. All right, so let's go like this. Turn on our lantern. We're gonna uncouple this. And hit the brakes. All right, and then we're gonna go forward again. And that's gonna force that one. And then we'll flip this switch. That. Okay, then we'll go back and get our other cars. All right, let me see. Reverser. There we go. I like that they have the little lamps and stuff, lanterns and stuff in there. Here's our northern lights. We don't get to see those much in the game. There we go. But generally when you're driving at night, you're not looking up at the sky, you know? They did a pretty good job with them, too, I gotta say. Alright, let's get back in the engine. There we go. Yeah, they did a pretty decent job of making them look fairly realistic. How far are we from our stray cars? Oh, we're a ways. Okay. Let's try the... There we go. There we are. Alright. We're absolutely cruising. At a blistering pace. Okay. This is going almost as fast as I can ride a bike, right? There we go. I think we're going downhill a little bit. Alright, so we're gonna get, and hopefully that thing is open, right? I'm gonna be kind of mad if they're not open. We opened both of them to release them. Doesn't that, is that how you do that? Or is there a second step that you have to do? We're gonna find out. There we go. Alright, so if we go forward, yep, cool. Okay. So we're going to do this. And then we're going to release this brake. Did we get... did I do two of them? I think I did two of them. Yeah, I did two of them. Okay. Alright. Let's go like this. Turn off the lantern. There we go. Alright. There. Alright. Now we're moving. There we go. Get the rest of the way up this hill. It almost does need to be a bridge, doesn't it? It seems a little high. It does seem that's a whole lot of groundwork, you know? It's a lot more gravel. You think about the massive gravel of that versus the massive lumber, although, you know, construction-wise, I guess it's easier to just dump a bunch of gravel and then you don't have to maintain it. It's not like the gravel that needs to be replaced every few years, right? I don't know how long those bridge timbers would last back then. Did they have to replace them every, you know, 2 years, 10 years, 50 years? I bet somebody watching will know that. Are we losing? We don't have enough power for that. There we go. So I know the very end of this is some downhill. Okay, so we're going to go straight and past the second one and the second switch, and then we're going to back up and get the rest of those. But we do need to make sure that we open the coupler on the very back of this, the ones that we're pulling, because that one has no reason to be open, so it's probably closed. We're coming past town. Now I'm kind of wondering if we should drag Betsy with us when we get to the other thing. We're not going to have to decide that very soon, but when we connect these to the other one, should we leave Betsy on like as a caboose? It almost seems like we should. Okay. So we just have to get past this, and then those are going to be in the middle. That's going to make things fun, isn't it? Alright, you know what? Why don't I go like this? It's a little extra step of... Here. It's going to be a little extra step when we open... Whoops. Nice. Did you see that? It threw a... I had a piece of fuel in my hand, so when I right-clicked to open the coupler... Ah, that's great. Okay. There we go. So this will be an extra step on... whatchamacallit. Get past the switch here. There we go. Nope, that way. But this should be good to go. This will leave our cars in order the way we had them. I just get the feeling having those in the middle is going to not do things well. Okay. So that looked like it, didn't it? That looked like it coupled up. Yep. Okay. Let's take this brake off. There we go. And then these should still be open, because we disconnected those. Did we disconnect this one? Yeah, we did. But we walked away, so I don't know. Let's go make sure. Alright. Okay, so we're going to have... This one's going to be... Yeah, okay. It looks like it's open. I'm still used to dragging the switches, too. Okay. The real funny thing would be if, like, you know, one of the things had the brakes on and I didn't notice it. And that's why we had to do all this. We could have made it up the hill, but, you know, last car had the brakes on or something. That would be funny. No, we barely made it up the hill with 3 of them, so. All right. Okay, so that should be good. And then we need to turn this brake back off. Whoops. There we go. That should be all the brakes. Just keep hitting the F, it'll eventually get in there, right? Okay, cool. So, and I think the rest of our switches are set up. We should be able to get this hooked up. So we can get some extra speed. There we go. You know, I almost feel like getting making a custom controller with an Arduino and stuff and having it set up. You set it up so that the you have the potentiometer joystick or whatever, but the farther you move it, the faster it or the longer it if you barely move the controller, it just kind of does a little twitch for a millisecond. Okay. You know, that sort of deal. There we go. Coming into town. There we go. I think we will leave Betsy on the back right now, just in case we need to move some cars around or whatever while we're up there. We just need to get past this. There we go. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure these are open. Okay. And then this one, make sure it's open. Okay, cool. And then we just need to flip this switch. If it'll let us, there we go. I like that they just made it change the switch instead of having to worry about polarity and knowing which direction the switch was laid. All right. There we go. We'll get this hooked up. The hill should bring it down, speed down enough. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to leave Betsy. There we go. Yep, we're just going to leave Betsy on like that. Let's go like this. And we'll get this thing moving. We got to get some fuel back in here, I'm sure. Yep. How many? Good. It's still... That's funny. It shows it as Celsius on there. 323C. Maybe that's why I was getting... See, this says 337. That can't be right. Oh, that's that. Yeah, that's the water temperature. Okay, never mind. That is right. All right, let's do this. I like the turbo-y sound on this one. That sounds cool. That high shh. It goes up in pitch as it goes. Am I losing boiler pressure? Or are we just getting farther up the hill? I think we're just getting farther up the hill. Okay, so let's get Betsy pushing on this too. We're going to get Betsy to help out. Because apparently we found the limit of how much this can pull. Right? Okay. And then we're going to go... No? Betsy can't help. Let's make sure we don't have any brakes on or anything. We didn't leave any brakes on, right? Oh man, we're not going to be able to bring this all up the hill? Just empty cars? Huh. Okay. 0. It's one thing that was nice about the extended mod was you could visually just see if any of the brakes were on without having to walk down there and do this. Nope, none of the brakes are on. Okay. Make sure the... Nope, that brake is not on. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this. And we're going to let this slide down the hill a little bit. And I think what we'll do is we'll try to, yeah, see if we can get this to, no, I'm doing it totally wrong. You gotta have the brakes on the downhill side. I don't know if we're gonna get this to work, but let's see if we can get. Yeah. I think we can just get it to stop. Yeah, we're gonna get it to compress, and then we're gonna, run it up the hill if we can. I don't think it's going to work. I think we're probably just going to have to disconnect it and take up the 2 trains separately. At least up the hill. Or maybe only take a couple of the cars or something. I think that's probably what I should do, is just disconnect 3 of the cars like we did with Betsy and let Betsy carry 3 of those and let this one carry the other 3. Let's try that. Let's do that. And then we'll get up the hill. And then once we get up the hill, then we can worry about doing the other thing. Okay, so we're going to do that. There we go. Okay. And we're going to bring this up the hill. And hopefully this will be able to do it. All right, let's go. Let's hope that Betsy... I think Betsy's not going to make it the rest of the way up the hill, though. Because we didn't have it between the 2 of us. Between the 2 of these engines, we didn't have enough power to do this. But we'll see with the running start. Maybe it'll help. I don't know. Because I don't think it's connected right now. I think Betsy is just following without actually having connected. But once we get up to the top and we're off the hill, when we hit the brakes, Betsy is going to connect back to us, which is kind of cool. So hopefully we don't do that too violently, right? Huh. Okay, cool. That looks good. See, if we start going faster than that, faster than Betsy can go, then Betsy's not going to connect to us. So we'll let that happen. There we go. Is Betsy pushing us? I think Betsy is pushing us now. Okay. Either that or we're on a level ground. Okay. So we're going to come up to here. And we just need to get past those switches. Okay. We need to get Betsy past those switches, I think. Are we leaving Betsy behind now? No? Okay. Well, then we know we're pulling Betsy because Betsy can't do 22. Okay. Cool. And then once we get up here and I'll do all this stuff, we can turn off her regulator again. Because we just needed it for the assistance up that hill. Alright. We're going to let this go past the switch. Go past all these switches. Only a couple more cars. We'll wait till we can see Betsy, huh? How's that sound? Because I can't see if Betsy is across that yet. Nope, not quite. A little bit more, a couple more car lengths. Is that another hill? Huh. Okay, and then there we go. Whoops, that's not the switch anyway. That's the one. Okay, cool. And then, you know what? I think we want to leave Betsy on this one. I think we're going to leave Betsy in those cars on the siding. Just to make this a little less complicated. Yeah, we're going to leave that on the siding. Let's see, where are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there we are. There we are. Okay. Okay, cool. So anyway, yeah, we're going to leave this on the siding, and then I think we're going to finish this up next time. So that's going to be it for episode 31. We're not off the fall yet, are we? We're... Nope. There we go. Opened it up. All right, that's going to be it for episode 31. Join me in episode 32. What we're going to do is we're going to... there we go. There we go. All right, join me in episode 32. We're going to take these cars. We're going to take these cars down, fill them up with iron, and then we're going to take all this stuff up the hill. I think we're probably going to have to leave these here unless we bring the other engine. Maybe we'll swap out the other engine for Betsy. But anyway, yeah, we're going to get the iron up there first, and then we'll worry about our pipes and everything. So yeah, that's going to be it for episode 31. Join me in episode 32, and we'll see you then. Later.